So now I'm going to do a tracking on a Volkswagen T5 by the looks of it. So we have this type of tracking gauge system here. It's a Hoffman 650. All eyes. Yeah, so obviously I've got it already onto the turn plates there, and the pins are out. So I've locked the steering wheel in a straight position. Now I'm going to set this machine up. Okay, so first things first is to get these on. Up here, if you look up here, these are cameras, and basically what they do is they pick up on these bits here and they work out where the vehicle is, and then you do a roll back, etc, etc. So let's get this bit set up. So obviously there's two different types of settings on here. These pins themselves can come out and be turned around, and then what you do, so it doesn't then damage the wheels, they hook behind the rim, which is quite handy. It's handy if you've got hubcaps on, things like that. You don't have to remove hubcaps most of the time. So just get this lined up, and then the trick is not to over tighten it too much. Get a little push, make sure it's in there. Little tug, always give them a little gentle pull. Last thing you want to do is for one of these to fall off, because these machines are about £11,000. So okay, so I've got it fairly central on there. So again, this is where the camera, which is there, will line up and pick these up. I'll show you in a minute. And as you can see, these hook behind the rim. Okay, so that's one. So that's one down. I've got three more to get on there, and then we can go up in the air with it. Okay, so I have got all the gauges on now. So one on the front, one on the rear. Large ones always go at the rear, and obviously same again the other side. Right there and there. Okay, so now I'm going to take this vehicle up in the air. Remember not to take the vehicle up too high, if you're using a ramp, because you want to be able to reach the track rod ends. So making sure that's a nice good height. Okay, so now we can set this gauges up. So I'm just going to put this like that, and then I'm not sure if you can see this, but first things first, I'm going to bring, see this is coming down. So let's put it up there. So I'll bring it down into shot. So you can control these, and then what you do, you take it and align it. So in these boxes here, you can see the lights shine up on the actual gauges. You can see that in there. Now you want to make sure that both of them, which is the front and the rear one, where the camera's picking up on those, is in the shot. And ideally try and get them fairly central, as long as it can see it. That's the main thing. Okay, so now we're going to set this up. So, you know it's a Volkswagen transporter. Now here we've just got to do a straightforward quick tracking on it, basically a straightforward tracking. So, obviously it gives you quite a good list on the database, you can see that. But, so we're going to go to Volkswagen, and it's a 60 plate, it's transporter isn't it? So it's a T5. So it's a T5 transporter, and just need to know which one it is. So it is Cambodia, it's not a people carrier, Hamavan with equipment. Right, so it's this one here. Full payload, half payload. So we do half a payload. I'm going half payload because obviously if it's a vehicle that's going to be really heavy, then obviously you want to have it fully loaded before you do the tracking. If it's like a removal van, you want to try and get the happy medium, that sort of thing. So anyway, so that's that. Now it's just doing its cycle. It's going to go ding, and now I'm going to do a rollback. And what rollback is, I'm going to take the vehicle, and at the moment I've got it secured with some chocks, front and rear. I'm going to leave the front one, and I'm going to pull the back one out. So just, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this back until roll the vehicle back until the machine tells me, does ding ding, and tells me that I've got into the right place. So you can watch there. Okay. Stop. Hold it there. Now it's going to ask me to roll it forward again. So I'm going to roll it all the way back up to where that chock is. Put the other chock back behind it. So now it's going to ding again. And then it's going to come up and show me how far out it is. It's actually pretty good. As you can see, it's all in the green. So there's a few different ways you can do this. You've got, this is basically all showing almost 3D of all four wheels. So as you can see, it's pretty good. It's all in the green. And then you've got here, which is the front meters. So again, showing me that it's, sorry, it's not front, that's rear meters, sorry. So that's the rear meters. So again, it's pretty good. It's within its tolerances. So it's just asking me, is this general locked? Yes, it is. So again, it's on 3. Now, sorry, it's on 0.03 and minus 0.03. So the preference is 0.03. So minimum tolerance is 5, and the maximum is plus 15 or plus 15 positive. So anyway, I prefer to do it on this one. All that. I prefer to do it on this one. So here again, it's not actually that far out, but I'm still going to adjust it for the purpose of this video, because obviously the customers ask for it to be tracked, and I like to have things as close to that number as possible. Whenever you hover over anything, it will tell you the preferences. So like there, maximum 25. So yeah, so. Okay, so the track ends are all freed off. I've undone all the nuts, so that's all great. So now, look, I'm just going to flip you around again. Okay, so I cracked off this nut. So there's a little lock nut here, which locks it against the track end. Okay, so I've just watched the video back on the tracking one, and the sound has dropped off on a few places. So I'm now going to just put this piece in. Obviously this is a different vehicle, but again I'm doing a tracking on this one, so I should explain again about what I mean by suspension components in general. So I was saying on the that I'd obviously cracked off the track rod end and got it all freed off, so the nut was free, everything was working. And then I was just talking about obviously with any type of vehicle that's got to have tracking, lots of factors have to come into it. If you've had, if you banged a wheel, if you've got a tyre that's lower pressure than another one, that will affect the tracking as well. If you've got suspension arms that are worn, like this one here, this one's had, you can see, so this one here, this has had a new suspension arm put on it, on both sides. But if you've got plain things like ball joints, just this here, if you have plain ball joints, or if your track end's got excessive amounts of play in it, or anything like that, that will affect the tracking. And basically there's no point doing tracking if you're, for instance, ball joints have excessive amounts of play in the ball joints. So so obviously if you suddenly experience when you're driving along your car's starting to pull to one side, check the tyre pressures to begin with, because if one side's flat and the other side's still pumped up, or one's half flat, it's going to start pulling that way. So obviously check that the tyre pressures are the same. And so the best thing to do, if you're, let me pull this, see the numbers a bit better. Okay, so the best thing to do, as you can see, you've got the numbers here. What I will do is I'll take the spanner, put it on my tracking, on the rack arm, I'll turn it one way, and then I'll see which way it goes. Obviously we want it to go into the plus, or to zero, rather than have the minus sign in front of it. So if you turn it one way, it goes, you'll know if it's going the wrong way or not. So we want this to go down, not go up. So we want this one to come down, and we want this one to go up slightly. Sorry, or vice versa. So let's start turning, see what happens. So now I'm going to give it a turn towards the front of the vehicle. So as you see, it's just jumped completely far out, and it's in minus still. So I'm going to turn it back the other way. Okay, so so now it's gone up. So we're going the right way now. It's okay, so we need to get that to 5. So just going to turn it a little bit more. So we're going that way. A little bit more. And just tweaking it a little bit until it hits that 5. Okay, so happy with that for a minute. Let's move to the other side. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. So just turn you around. Okay, so it's now settled. It's now where we want it to be. Okay, so now it is all tight. Everything's tight. I've tightened both sides up. I'm now going to bring the vehicle down until I can see the computer screen from inside the car. Because one advantage to this this computer is you can do almost a lock-to-lock check, if you like. So what I'm going to do is bring the vehicle down. So it should be far enough. And let's move this out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is now bringing the cameras down until they get into the shop. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, let's just flip you out. So I'll just pull this down now so it matches the same one here. As you see my camera's actually picking up the going red because I'm blocking the camera at the moment. So I've now gone to do an angle test. So now it's asking me to lock the foot brake down, make sure the pins are removed, and then we're going to do a lock to lock. So we're going to get in the vehicle. Obviously, what we're doing now. See now what it's saying, it's asking me to now turn the steering wheel, and what you want to do is try and get it as close to the middle as possible. That is really sensitive. And then you go deep, and then you go back to try and get central again. So now let's get in the vehicle. Getting in the vehicle. The best thing I do is turn the light back on. Is put your foot on the brake first. That way you know it's not going to move. The steering wheel's locked in position. The clamp do not electricity inside the vehicle. So then what we're going to do is just turn that light off again. We'll shut the door. We're going to apply the brake. And now I'm going to turn the steering. As I turn the steering, you'll see. See if I can zoom a bit. Okay. So now, as I turn the steering, keeping your foot on the brake at all times, because obviously you're on turn plates. So I'm going to turn the steering. And now it's going to ask me to go back central again. So just get it central, so you align the steering wheel up. So now it's asking, is the steering wheel straight? So again, the steering wheel's nice and straight. So we're happy with that. Job done. As a word to warn for anybody that uses this type of machine, if you've got these ones that come out, always make sure that they are all still in the ends, because it's very easy for, as you to remove this stay hooks around the wheel. And if you leave that behind, you won't be doing any tracking anytime soon. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologise about the sound. I will try and do another video. It was completely my fault. I accidentally leaned on a button on the phone because I'm using my phone today, and unfortunately it cut the sound. So apologies for that. So I hope you liked the video, and speak to you again soon. Bye.